I like to talk about um, how men are supposed to date, in my view. So a lot of things I see on social media and guys talking and stuff like that, and it's such a weird time now because of, especially in the black part of society, is because of how women have elevated themselves professionally and in all those ways. You see a lot of independent thinking on women's part, meaning like an independent, like I don't need a man, and you don't if you don't want to have kids. But if you want to have kids and build a family and a legacy, you do need a man. Um, so that's one part of it which I won't dig into too much. But on the men's side, when you're dating, I hear a lot of men saying, um, like paying for a date is, I'm not paying for a date and it doesn't go anywhere, or I don't get anything out of it. I'm just like, so lame. Like if as a man you have to buy into gender roles. As a woman now, they don't have to, and if you buy into them and they don't, then that's not the girl for you. But in terms of gender roles, if you ask a girl out on a date, yes, you pay for everything. You pay for her Uber home, or you drop her off. I don't care how the date went. If she's disrespectful as hell, you end the date quicker, but you bring her home and you be respectful, because that doesn't, her being whoever she is shouldn't impact your character and your moves and your decisions. So I don't never like I see these guys and they have a point, like, yo, these girls out here XYZ. No, the girls that you dealt with were XYZ. like there's other girls out here who aren't like that. And I've met a lot of girls who are just solid people, but when men are generalizing, then they're into that type of mode. And then the other thing that is clouding our view is I'm checking the time. I don't have a lot of space on this phone. Is rap. Like, all y'all dudes think y'all rappers. Like, I understand why rappers treat women the way they do, because that amount of money causes not just women but people around them to be fake. So they are um, very protective of themselves, and they are more sensitive and more regular in emotional protection than we like to think. These guys aren't like, all this cold-hearted stuff, and I just smash chicks and all that stuff. That's a reaction to being hurt, or preventing hurt of money or emotions or whatever. But back to non-entertainer rapper people. You have to have a level of respect that will that your rep will carry you through. So you don't ever want to be the dude who threw a girl out on the street or whatever, because you're like, she's talking so slick, and you drop her off on a corner. No, whenever you are with a woman, her security is your responsibility, and that means that her well-being is in your hands until the date is over. So there is no, um, you know, she's acting wild, I drop her off anywhere or whatever, or um, the date's going bad, you pay Dutch. Like, that's just like, that's you saying that I don't have enough money to allocate to dating. Because in any other venture in the world, if you're a successful guy, you know that there's investments made in whatever. So, and a lot of the time, those investments, you don't get it back. You don't recoup anything off of it, and that's part of the game. So, when any man and you younger guys coming up, stop watching these rappers, yo. Their images are phenomenal, but you gotta understand, like, the pain and stuff that they've been through, and that they've had to build this. And then anyone that comes to them is not genuine. You aren't them. You can act like a regular dude, be respectful with a girl. Um, if you're entertaining a woman, her well-being during your time is your responsibility. the whole time. So from the time you see her until she gets in her door. That's why like I'll walk people or when women home to their door. Like it's a wild world out here, and just for your own safety too. If anything happens between, then you save yourself, questions from whoever if anything were to happen to her. And obviously, we hope that wouldn't happen, but you have to be a solid individual, a solid man throughout life. Like, and that goes into anything. And a lot of when you're dating, that's gonna show you how you will be as a father. Because when you got kids and you have a daughter, like I do, you understand like how you should treat women in the world. Now, sometimes women are gonna act reckless and wild or whatever, but you shouldn't be in that close quarters with someone that they could be wild with you. Like I always say too that like I don't argue with no woman on nothing in public. If I start, I'm out of there because I don't like the look of it, and I don't feel like that matches my character. I'm like, I'm no way is you're not getting me off my square in public where I'm acting like anything. Sorry, that's a reminder. But I'm not gonna be in public off my square. That's why I don't really like to. I don't, not really. I don't smoke weed. I really don't do alcohol because for me, I see the world as it's a war zone. So I don't ever want to be off my square. So anything that happens, I'm aware of and I can react. And I got kids, so I'm not being off my square. That bothers me when y'all be smoking weed and you got kids. I'm like, how you gonna be on your square? And I'm not against weed. Do what you want, but you got kids. You out in the street. You smoking weed. You're clowning me.